Welcome back. It's lunchtime again. I made a smoothie today out of frozen pineapples, apple juice, and coconut milk. I also added olive oil and gelatin, powdered gelatin, for the collagen. As we age, we need collagen. So, I'm just having leftover carrot. And I made green beans. They were frozen. And this is just leftover pizza. Oh, here's another one. It is bacon chicken ranch, I believe. It has no tomato sauce. So I just got back from helping my granddaughter clean her playroom and bedroom. And we're still not done. I donated a box and 3 bags of toys. And I threw away like a quarter of a garbage bag of stuff. And we're still not done. We didn't even do the clothes yet, the ones she outgrew. But it was a relief. She collected little LOL dolls and all the accessories. So a good portion of it was organizing like piles of Legos and artwork and her Barbies and clothes and baby dolls that she didn't want. I did salvage a little like playpen that we had put all the baby dolls she didn't want into, but she bought it with her own money. So when I got to Savers, I said, could you just dump those dolls into a bin and give me that playpen back? So we'll use that for her new doll collection. But you gotta make room before you bring new stuff in. So I had an unexpected day off, and it was very productive. I have an art teacher that I clean for, and she had orientation today, her first day, and she didn't really have time to pick up and run around and get it ready for me to actually clean. So I've been breathing better. It's starting to wear off though. This is lung health from Swanson. You can take 2 a day. And it works. And I have plenty left over. I got it when that awful lab-created virus was going around the world. But I didn't use them all. I got plenty of extra. I was really going all out on supplements. So I downloaded Meowduco, that little like Sudoku or Sudoku, however you pronounce it, puzzle game that's supposed to build your logic. And I'm doing pretty good. In 2 days I got to level 55, and then I played a little more this morning before I went to my granddaughter's. I'm not sure what level I'm on now. I didn't pay attention. So, Mom might be back tomorrow or the next day. I hope she's feeling a lot better. Oh, I spritzed my hair. It looks awful. I just spritzed it with water. It does have some leave-in conditioner in it, but it's wet. It doesn't look that great. So, out of the blue, I had an old friend text me that was no longer listed in my contacts. All she wrote was not, "Hi Lori, how are you?" Just one sentence. "Would you like to get together soon?" I'm like, who is this? So I said, "Hi, who is this?" Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it. And it turns out it was not a scam. It was an old friend. I met her in junior high. And I moved, and yeah, so I moved before my second year of high school and lost touch with her. And then she kept contacting my foster family and finally found somebody once they were old enough to be out on their own and have a phone. So she called my foster brother and asked for my number. At that time in my life, I had just gotten a place. I had been in a homeless shelter for a few months after being a live-in nanny for a family in Natick. And, I couldn't really afford to be out on my own. But I thought I could. So I ventured out, but, didn't make it. And believe it or not, the shelter was a blessing in disguise. I didn't want to go that route, but I did. So I had settled down in a brand new, nice apartment. And I said, what can I do for my future? So I thought, well, I don't have very many skills, but I can always write because I can rely on my own imagination. So I had enrolled in a children's lit course. I think I saw an ad in Reader's Digest or something. So I did it, and I was in the course. And when she came into my life, I got off track with that. And it's really weird. Like, she'll go out of my life and back into my life. And she always steps in when I'm, like, just about to make a breakthrough or do really well. She reads tarot. But she's never done it. She's my friend, but she's never sat down and done it with me. So she must know something because she came back into my life. And I'm being very cautious. None of us are perfect. But I think of her as a sister, but she's bipolar. And I'll leave it at that. So, yeah. I don't know. Like, whenever, if I have a boyfriend or something, she's pretty much out of the picture. I care for her, but I have to be very careful. So that call was Keller and Williams of Boston. What is that? Sounds like a law firm. So this is cheese in the crust. Very tasty. This is kind of like a Piña Colada without the alcohol. Delish. I love pineapple. Well, I gotta go find out who that was who called. Thanks for tuning in.